Welcome to Dada's Old Legos. Today we're going to be looking at a little building that has kind of like my main adventurer dude, the guy who'd run around going on adventures. This guy. This was like his base of operations where he had all of his toys and whatnot. And this was someone who would hang out a lot with him. Forgotten. This wasn't her base, but she was definitely, I think, part of like the good faction or whatever. And this guy was more of a mercenary who oftentimes worked with them. But this is her horse, and I believe that she was visiting this guy. I think that I could be wrong. But I think that this was, yeah, this horse had like an extra droid arm so that it could hold the blade while she was riding around. I think she had an extra sheath or baldric or whatever. So yeah, we've got the base, and I'll show you a little bit more about it. We've got the kind of like teleporter thing, which we'll see in a little bit, and then his little speeder bike, which I think is one of my favorite things I've ever built, and a couple other things like some moving desk in there, and his little stash of various weapons. And then I'm not even sure what this is, to be honest. Yeah, kind of weird. In any case, let's go ahead and start getting some of these things separated out. We'll leave her with her stuff. We do have, it looks like, a little droid helper guy right here with a little blaster, a pistol. So we'll start with him, breaking that apart, his little buddy. And then we'll just start kind of taking apart the front so that you can actually see inside of here. And we'll get going. Yeah, this is, I think, one of the better builds that I've got because it's pretty in depth, and it's got like some cool parts to it, some moving parts. Oh, we've got another little droid dude helper. This one's got horns. Yeah, there's a lot of horned creatures. I'm realizing in hindsight. It's a good way of indicating like a face or a head. So also spider. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's this little thing in the back here, kind of hard to see. We'll move this out of the way. But there's like a chest, a little storage area you can put stuff in, and there's a bone in there. So we'll get to that in a bit. But I think we're gonna have to break some of the stuff down in the front before we even get in there. Get that down. Get the bionic part off, which I think might have been a gate. Not 100% sure. Kind of an epic looking gate, right? Let's go ahead and take this wall off. This is a pretty boring wall, so it's fine to just take that all off. And then we can actually look in here a little bit better. Yeah, I know that you get your view blocked a bit of the object, but I'll hold it up so that you can actually see into it a little bit better. So we've got like the bike that's like on its stand there. Go ahead and take that bike apart now. Well, actually, let's take this apart first. I saw this big bulky thing off to the side there. I was like, oh, no, I could do that. We do that real quick. Okay, now let's do this bike. It was kind of neat because the front could kind of fold down. So it was like blasting further forward a little bit more. Now it's deconstructed, but I think you get the idea. And there was like a place to put your weapon off to the side. Those little clips. And you got your propeller or engine or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And a blade on the front because, safety first. Is definitely not something that my Lego people are familiar with. a lot of things like that. As a kid, you're like, that would be cool. But then it's like, as an adult, you're like, nah, that would not be worth it. Driving around with a blade on the outside of your vehicle, probably not a good idea for you. All right. So we got a little stand here, which was honestly just kind of built around what would hold the back, so it wasn't going side to side, and keep the front up off the ground, make it look like a bike in the shop or something, in the garage, right? He's in his garage. Everyone's gotta have a good spot like that to go to. I'm not sure what this was. Looks like it's just a random part. But yeah, now you're starting to get to see like the teleporter, so like you can have the guy go stand like there, and then get teleported off to somewhere else using his energy energy teleporter thing. He also had like some weapon thing that you could put on his hand like so. And just kind of take this apart. I'm not sure what these tubes are from. That doesn't look like a Lego piece to me, but okay. Okay, little young version of me who built that. That works. And then we've got I think like an energy weapon there as well. A blaster. A lot of things where just slide the hand into the block, kind of holds. It works, you know. It works fairly well with a lot of pieces. Okay, we got our teleporter here. It was just the right height, so it looks like I used some pieces just to elevate it just enough to go over their heads. Here we go. Oh yeah, inside the teleporter there was an energy cell. It's kind of cool. Like what I would consider to be kind of like something that looks like an energy cell in my little kid brain. I'll show it in just a minute. And these little blue parts, the see-through parts. The see-through things, I was like, energy. It's an energy something. Right? Because things always glow in media. Oh, what on earth? What was this? Was this? Oh yeah, this is what I think it is. The lefty rocket launcher. So he's got his little rocket launcher thing. But it's for lefties, as you can see. I'm a lefty. So I was very happy to make something that was lefty made in my little Lego land, right? You gotta have your kingdom set up how you want it. Kind of get a play with that. Feel the power, if you will. Yeah, you gotta feel the power every once in a while. Okay, that was a lot of parts in that one particular item, the rocket launcher. My goodness, adventure, you've been busy. Okay. Got a helmet in there from like the Star Wars set. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, now we're getting to like his various things that he keeps here, his weapons. Usually blasters or lightsabers and that kind of stuff. So that was, I think, a blaster, I believe. Okay, that one is proving a little bit tricky to get out. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that one later. So we got a little lightsaber set up for him, because you know, melee weapons are, yeah, you gotta have a little bit of that in your Lego combat. Got his other tool. I think this might have been a tool, like a drill. I'm gonna go with that. I mean, he is in a shop, right? So he does need to have some tools in here. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. With what that is, I think we all know. And then, oh, he does have another little storage in here, and it looks like there's some things in there. Yeah, he's got some, oh, nice. He's got some coins, a 40 coin and a 10 coin. Well, you got 50 coin there, adventure. Good for you. And then a random broken part. Okay. And then this was kind of cool. There was this like sliding thing that could slide over here, and then it like activate, and then it would like slide over here and be at rest. That's how I thought of that little control panel. I thought that was like maybe how he turned on the teleporter, right? Kind of a cool little sliding action. And yeah, he's got another energy blaster, it looks like. Or maybe it's a tool. Maybe he uses that to take measurements. But there's two of them, so I think he was dual wielding his cool little red things every once in a while. You know, for the photo shoots. Not sure if this went on there or how that works. I think that it did, and then this, yeah. Something kind of like that. That's what I'm imagining. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Yeah, something kind of like that. That's what I was thinking. Not 100% sure. Kind of piecing it together, doing a little bit of like anthropology, right? Or like, we believe that this tool was used this way, but they don't really know, unless we have actually seen. A lot of that is guesswork. Situationally informed and very likely, but it is definitely still guesswork at its core. All right, we've got our little treasure chest thing here, and inside of it, there's a bone. Randomly, just super random. Okay. But this guy's fort is just about done. It's basically just the walls at this point and his little desk thing, so it's more standard than some of those other parts that we were taking off earlier. But if you're enjoying the sounds of me taking Legos off, there's more where that came from. Right? Was it ASMR? What you kids are always going on about? Things that sound good. Okay, we do have another little coin. I have no idea where I'm going to put those coins for the colors. Like, does that go in the white section? Or I think I'm going to need like a special piece set location. Something like that. Those pieces, it's like, I don't know where to put that. It doesn't really fit the other category, right? Well, this is not quite like the others. But with Legos. Alright. We are just about done with disassembling the like computer stage area for this adventures. Oh. And that's one of the larger structures in like the good city. So we're making some good progress on here. Not that much more to go. Got the vehicle bay and the deities. Besides from that, I think that's just about it. Besides this little, oh, look at that. It just came right out. This little piece decided that now's the time. All right, thanks for joining me.